Good morning, everybody. Kicking off day 67, and it is 50 degrees, and I am walking a rocky trail. Slept pretty good last night in the tent. I did hear a bobcat in the middle of the night. That was kind of exciting, but no mice, no bears. All is good. I studied the map, and I have a real dilemma. Like I said, I would like to get to Rockfish Gap, where I'm going to get picked up by a friend tomorrow, as opposed to Thursday, because I got to catch an early flight Friday. But when I study the map, there's a shelter at the 17-mile mark today, right before this monster hill. It's like 5 miles uphill, and it's very notorious. All the hikers talk about how to do it, and most people say do it early in the morning, which would be right now. It is 6:30 in the morning. If I got over that, I could make it to the next shelter. That would only leave me a short day Wednesday to get picked up. But the other problem is that there's no water. Once you get on that mountain, there's no water until you get off. So I'd have to carry even more water, more weight at the end of the day with a climb. It's several thousand feet. I can't remember how much it is. It's also the last mountain over 4,000 feet until I get to Massachusetts. I think Mount Greylock, the inspiration for Moby Dick. So yeah, I don't have a big hill again until Massachusetts. But I have to figure out if I'm going to come up short at the 17-mile mark, stay there and get up early in the morning, which would mean to get there tomorrow, I have to do 27 miles tomorrow, which would be my longest day ever. But I could at least tackle that mountain in the morning. So yeah, got to think about that all day. And we'll see how I feel when I get at the 17-mile marker. So that's what's happening in my world. I'll talk to you later. One of the nice things about through hiking the AT is the generosity and welcome from the trail towns and establishments that really cater to the hikers. There are hostels, restaurants, drivers picking up hitchhikers from town to town, and of course trail angels. And there's also breweries and taverns, not unlike it was 100 years ago. And in this general area, about 5 miles from the trail, is a place called the Devil's Backbone Brewery. I've actually visited there many times over the years, although I didn't get to tent there this year. and it's named after the 1746 surveying team of 40 men, one of which was Peter Jefferson, father to President Thomas Jefferson. And they were commissioned to carve out and measure a straight line connecting the sources of the Potomac and the Rappahannock rivers, which was about 80 miles apart. This was called the Fairfax Line, and it was a really tough, rocky terrain, and there are journal entries that called the area Purgatory and named the ridgeline the Devil's Backbone as a way to describe the abyss below them after multiple men and horses actually fell down an abyss and they thought for sure they were on their way to the gates of hell. Hey y'all. So yeah, the day has come to an end. I decided to just do that 17.2 miles and pull up here at Harper's Creek Shelter. It's really a nice shelter. There's a nice running creek down below us, and boy, it was hot. It was hot today. And again, same thing, had to carry a lot of water. There's just a lot of areas where there's just no water sources, no creeks. They're all dried up, the whole bit. So had to figure that out along the way. But right before I go over Three Ridge Mountain, that mountain back behind me, which is 3.5 miles, and the last really big mountain in Virginia. We don't really get any more that big until Massachusetts. So I'm going to get up early in the morning and do that, because even after I get over that, you know, it's a 27-mile day. Basically, it'll be my biggest day to be picked up at Rockfish Gap, which is where Interstate 64 comes through. And a lot of people get off there and go to Waynesboro and Zero. It's right before you enter the Shenandoah National Park. So anyway, have a buddy picking me up there tomorrow. But today it was a lot of fun. I mean, saw a lot of cool things. Saw Spy Rock back there. That was just kind of a lookout post for both the Unions and the Confederate armies. This area changed hands several times during the Civil War, and whoever was controlling it during that time would go up on that mountain at Spy Rock and be able to look back toward Richmond and see troop movements, or they could look west into the Shenandoah Valley and look for somebody coming up behind them. So has a lot of history. And yeah, we went by the Priest shelter. I had lunch there and got water. Again, I had to go off trail, you know, 0.2 or 0.3 miles, whatever that was, just to get water. But the Priest is always fun because people just don't log their name in that logbook. They actually say their silly confessions, like they didn't hang their bear bag properly, or they kept it in their tent, or they are coveting thy neighbor's backpack, or whatever. Just silly confessions, but it's always fun to kind of look through there. They've been doing that since the 90s when I was hiking out here, so it's kind of fun to read those. Some are very funny. A lot of them are the same ones over and over, like I didn't dig my cat hole 6 inches or whatever. So yeah, I did Spy Rock, we did the Priest, and then pulled up here just so hopefully I can make it tomorrow. But hot day, and you know, tomorrow's the big climb, so we'll see what happens. But that's about it. I can't think of anything else today. And we'll see y'all in the morning, see how it goes. All right, thanks y'all. Bye.